Hi students and welcome back to bankexamstoday.com, and we are going to start the new kind of video lectures in which we are going to share with you from the very basic of rules of English grammar. And in this video we are going to do the tenses, which we consider the basic foundation of English language. So what is a tense? Tense is something that tells us about when a work is done or when the work will be done. Like in हिंदी हम कहते हैं कि 3 तरह के काल होते हैं. टेंसेस को हिंदी में काल कहते हैं. लाइक वर्तमान, भूतकाल और भविष्यकाल. Similarly, in English, there are 3 types of tenses: present, past, and future. And these 3 tenses are now subdivided into 4 parts according to the time. First is indefinite or simple. Second is continuous. Third is perfect. And fourth is perfect continuous tense. And we are going to learn in details the 4. Now there are 12 categories that we will learn in this video. 3 tenses and 4 their subcategories. So the first one is present indefinite or simple present tense. Now take an example from your daily life. Like in present indefinite tenses, we express our daily routines. जो काम आप रोज करते हैं उसको हम प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट टेंस में दर्शाते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, यू हैव राम स्कूल जाता है. Now here what Ram is doing, Ram is going to school. He goes to school, in which Ram is our subject, school is our object, and जाता जो कि हमारी एक्टिविटी को दिखा रहा है, शो कर रहा है, तो वो है हमारी वर्ब. और है इज हेल्पिंग वर्ब जो हमारे सेंटेंसेस को कंप्लीट करती है. सो अगर हम सेंटेंस स्ट्रक्चर की बात करें, द बेसिक सेंटेंस स्ट्रक्चर इज सब्जेक्ट, वर्ब, ऑब्जेक्ट. ईच सेंटेंस मस्ट हैव अ सब्जेक्ट, then verb, and then object. Then comes the adjective, adverbs, modals, auxiliary verbs, etc. Here we are going to do all the tenses with the basic sentence structure, that is subject, verb, and object. Here the subject is Ram, so Ram goes to school. Now sometimes the people wonder that why don't we write Ram go to school? I have your answer here. In present indefinite tense, the basic rule we follow is subject plus verbs first form s and es plus object. But this s and es is used when the subject is singular. अगर आपके पास सिर्फ सिंगल सब्जेक्ट है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल राम एक अकेला पर्सन है, तो हमने वर्ब के साथ जो कि गो है es लगा दिया. अगर राम के साथ शाम भी जुड़ जाए, राम एंड शाम, goes to school will be incorrect. तो ये गलत हो जाएगा, क्योंकि अगर सब्जेक्ट सिंगुलर है तब तो हम s और es का यूज करेंगे. अगर सब्जेक्ट प्लूरल है तो s या es का इस्तेमाल नहीं किया जाता. वी डोंट यूज s and es when the subject is plural. When the subject is singular, we use s and es. Now we are going to do some examples here. Sita dances beautifully. Sita and Geeta dance beautifully. Now you can see the difference of the verbs dances and dance. Here the different occurs because Sita here is singular subject, but here we have two persons, Sita and Geeta. That's why we are not using s or es with dance. Now if you have to change the sentence into negative, how will you do it? आप कैसे करेंगे? जब भी हम किसी सेंटेंस को नेगेटिव बनाते हैं तो हमें एक हेल्पिंग वर्ब की ज़रूरत होती है, और सब प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट में हेल्पिंग वर्ब होती है डू या फिर डज, राइट. तो अगर आपके पास है जो सब्जेक्ट है वो सिंगुलर है तो आप डज का इस्तेमाल करेंगे, अगर प्लूरल है तो आप डू का इस्तेमाल करेंगे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, सीता does not dance beautifully. क्लियर? सो अब आप यहाँ पर देखें कि जो डांसेस वाला es था वो यहाँ पर डज के साथ आ गया, इसलिए हमने डांस के साथ कोई भी एस या es नहीं लगाया. सिमिलरली अगर आपको प्लूरल सब्जेक्ट मिले, सीता एंड गीता डू नॉट डांस ब्यूटीफुली. अब यहाँ पर क्योंकि डांस के साथ कोई भी एस या es नहीं था, इसलिए हमने डू के साथ भी कुछ भी सफिक्स या प्रीफिक्स नहीं लगाया और ये सेंटेंस नेगेटिव में चेंज हो गया. और अगर हमें सेंटेंस को इंट्रोगेटिव प्रश्नवाचक में बदलना हो, टू चेंज द सेंटेंस इनटू इंट्रोगेटिव, what we do is we bring the helping verb first before the noun. For example, noun or pronoun. Do, does plus subject, verbs first form and object. Like do Sita and Geeta dance beautifully, question mark. Does Sita dance beautifully? Question mark. Now you can see the difference of do and does. I hope you have got this present, simple present or present indefinite tense clearly. Now we will move to the next part of that is present continuous tense. Now in this type of tense we represent that activity which is going on in present time. For example, I say I am cooking food. हिंदी में कहें तो मैं खाना बना रही हूँ. अब इसमें क्या है कि जो भी हम काम कर रहे हैं वो काम हमारा चल रहा है, ना ही वो ख़त्म हुआ है. हम प्रेजेंट काल में उस काम को कंटिन्यू कर रहे हैं, इसलिए इसको हम प्रेजेंट कॉन्टिन्यूस टेंस बोलते हैं. अब इसका रूल क्या है इस टेंस की पहचान करने का? टू आइडेंटिफाई द प्रेजेंट कॉन्टिन्यूस टेंस और टू मेक अ सेंटेंस प्रेजेंट कॉन्टिन्यूस वी यूज सब्जेक्ट verbs first form plus subject plus is, am, are plus verb की first form plus ing plus object. For example, if the subject is singular, we will use is. If the subject is I, we will use am, and if the subject is you or anything plural, we will use are. For example, I am playing cricket. He is playing cricket and they are playing cricket. Clear? So these are the affirmative or positive sentences If we want to change these sentences into negative, what are we going to do is to bring the helping verb first. We are going to add not with the helping verbs to make the sentence negative. Here the helping verbs are am, is and are. If we add not after the helping verb, the sentence will be changed into a negative sentence like I am not playing cricket. He is not watching a movie. They are not going to school. Clear? We have changed the sentences into negative. Now, to change the sentence into interrogative, प्रश्नवाचक करने के लिए हम हेल्पिंग वर्ब को पहले लेकर आते हैं और उसके बाद नाउन, प्रोनाउन या फिर जो भी सब्जेक्ट आपको दिया जाए उसको आप हेल्पिंग वर्ब के बाद रखते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, हियर इज योर हेल्पिंग वर्ब एंड हियर इज योर सब्जेक्ट. सो व्हाट विल वी डू? We will place the helping verb first, then the subject, and then verb, then object, that is cricket. Am I playing cricket? Is he not watching a movie? Are they not going to school? Clear? So I have told you that whenever you want to change any sentence into interrogative, place the helping verb first, then you have to write the noun or pronoun or the subject, then the verb, like here. This is our helping verb. This is our subject, that is a pronoun, then verb, and then object. This is our object, verb, subject, and helping verb. Clear? Now we move to the third part of the tense, present tense, which is present perfect tense. In this tense आप ये मानकर चलेंगे कि जो काम आपने प्रेजेंट कॉन्टिन्यूस में स्टार्ट किया था करना और कर रहे थे वो आप ख़त्म कर चुके हैं. जैसे कि आप वहाँ पर खाना बना रहे थे तो आप यहाँ पर खाना बना चुके हैं. मैं खाना बना चुकी हूँ. The activity which was going on in present continuous tense is now been accomplished by you and you have done with that work. Now the example rule is subject has or have according to the subject, verbs third form, and then object. Always remember that whenever you have has and have in a sentence, you have to use the third form of the verb. Now we will change this into English. I have cooked food. They have completed their work. Raju has made some coffee. Clear? Here we have used has when the subject is singular, have when the subject is plural, and I, we always consider I as a plural thing. That's why we use have with the I. Now, if you have to change the present perfect tense into negative, the same thing you are going to apply. You are going to use not with the helping verb, which is have. I have not cooked food. They have not completed their work. And similarly, if you have to change it into interrogative, what will you do? Yes, you will bring the helping verb before the noun. Have I cooked the food? Have you finished your work? Has he not completed the task? I hope you would understand this now. And the last part of present tense is present perfect continuous tense, and this is a combination of perfect and continuous, both the tenses. For example, you will have has and have, then you will be having the continuous activity. अगर हम इसको हिंदी में आपको एग्जाम्पल दें तो आपको कहा जाता है कि मैं काम कर रही हूँ, तो वो वाला सेंटेंस जो है वो प्रेजेंट कॉन्टिन्यूस का है। अगर आप ये कहें कि मैं सुबह से काम कर रही हूँ तो प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट कॉन्टिन्यूस में आएगा, क्योंकि हमने अपने काम का एक समय निर्धारित आपको बताया कि आपने सुबह से काम शुरू किया था और अभी तक आप उस काम को जारी रखे हुए हैं, तो इसलिए हम उसको परफेक्ट कॉन्टिन्यूस में, क्योंकि आप थोड़े टाइम पहले भी वो काम कर रहे थे और थोड़े टाइम बाद भी कर रहे हैं और आगे शायद थोड़ा टाइम और भी करेंगे, तो इसलिए वो परफेक्ट कॉन्टिन्यूस में आता है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, मैं आपको यहाँ पर एक एग्जाम्पल देके दिखाती हूँ। आई हैव बीन टीचिंग इन दिस स्कूल since 1951. Now here what do you see, that a person has been working in a school since 1951. If the person said that I am working in this school, मैं स्कूल में काम कर रहा हूँ और मैं इस स्कूल में 1951 से काम कर रहा हूँ, यहाँ पर चीज़ें बदल जाएंगी अब, क्योंकि यहाँ पर हमारे पास कोई भी परफेक्ट टाइम मेंशन नहीं था, इसलिए हमने इसको प्रेजेंट कॉन्टिन्यूस में रखा। और जब हमारे पास ये इस तरह से बताया गया कि वो 1951 से काम कर रहे हैं स्कूल में, तो हमने यहाँ पर हैव बीन टीचिंग कर दिया। अब इसका रूल, नाउ द रूल इज सब्जेक्ट प्लस हैज बीन और हैव बीन। अब तक आप ये समझ चुके होंगे कि जो हैज़ है वो सिंगुलर नाउन के साथ आएगा और जो हैव है वो प्लूरल नाउन के साथ या प्लूरल सब्जेक्ट के साथ आएगा, प्लस वर्ब फर्स्ट फॉर्म आईएनजी एंड ऑब्जेक्ट। लाइक दे हैव बीन वर्किंग since Monday. I have been looking for you from the last 2 years. यहाँ पर हमने समय को मेंशन किया है। He has been playing outside for 2 hours. यहाँ पर एक चीज़ जो मुझे आपको बतानी है वो है डिफरेंस बिटवीन सिंस एंड फॉर। व्हेन द टाइम इज पर्टिकुलर वी यूज सिंस, लाइक सिंस 1951, 1955, सिंस मंडे, सिंस मॉर्निंग। बट इफ द टाइम इज नॉट स्पेसिफाइड, लाइक 2-3 घंटे से 4-5 दिन से, तो हम फ्रॉम या फिर फॉर का इस्तेमाल करते हैं। जैसे हमने यहाँ पर 2 आवर्स के लिए फॉर का यूज़ किया, बट मंडे के लिए हमने सिंस का और 1951 के लिए भी सिंस का इस्तेमाल किया। तो ये एक डिफरेंस है जो सिंस और फॉर के इस्तेमाल में हम यूज़ करते हैं। अब हम प्रेजेंट टेंस के 4 पार्ट्स कर चुके हैं और इसके बाद नाउ वी विल मूव टू द पास्ट टेंस। So after completing the present indefinite tense, we are moving to past tenses. It is also divided into 4 parts. Indefinite, continuous, perfect, perfect continuous. So first we will discuss about the past indefinite tense. In this type of tense, you are describing the activity or telling about someone the activity someone tried to do or used to do in his past life. For example, हिंदी में अगर हम कहें तो आपने जो काम भूतकाल में कर चुके हैं उसको हम पास्ट इंडेफिनिट में लिखते हैं। मैं स्कूल गया, वह घर आई, हम पिकनिक पर गए। अब ये तीनों जो सेंटेंसेस हैं ये एक एक्टिविटी दर्शा रहे हैं जो कि भूतकाल में खत्म हो चुकी है। नाउ दीज 3 टाइप ऑफ सेंटेंसेस आर शोइंग द एक्टिविटी विच हैव बीन फिनिश्ड इन द पास्ट टेंस। In English language we can say he went to school, she cooked some food, We went for picnic. Now the rule we follow in this is subject plus second form of verb and then object. Object can be eliminated if required. For example, he went, she cooked, I came. All these sentences are complete without an object. Now, if you have to change it into negative, how will you change it? In the present indefinite tense, we used does not and do not. In past indefinite tense, we use did not. Subject plus did not, first form of verb and object. For example, he did not go to स्कूल. अब आप लोग ये सोच रहे होंगे कि मैंने यहाँ पर सेकंड फॉर्म का इस्तेमाल क्यों नहीं किया, बिकॉज यहाँ पर ऑलरेडी सेकंड फॉर्म लग चुकी है. डू, डिड एंड डन, ये 3 फॉर्म्स ऑफ वर्ब हैं डू की, इसलिए हमने यहाँ पर वर्ब की फर्स्ट फॉर्म यूज किया है. टू मेक ए सेंटेंस इनटू एफर्मेटिव, interrogative, how will we change? We just take the helping verb and place it before. Like here the helping verb will be did plus subject, first form of verb and object. For example, did she cook food? Did we play a match? Clear? Now we are moving to the next part of past tense, which is past continuous tense. जिस तरह हमने प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट में किया था कि जो काम है वो चल रहा है, यहाँ पर भी जो काम है वो चल रहा था. जैसे कि मैं खाना बना रही थी, वह स्कूल जा रहा था. इस तरह के सेंटेंसेस जो हैं वो पास्ट कॉन्टिन्यूस में आते हैं. मेन डिफरेंस बिटवीन a past continuous and present continuous is about था, थे, थी और रहा है, रही है, रहे हैं. For example, वह खाना बना रही है, या फिर अगर हम इसको पास्ट इन कॉन्टिन्यूस में बोलेंगे तो वह खाना बना रही थी. Now the rule we follow here is subject, helping verb was and were, verbs first form plus ing. This shows the continuity of the activity, and object. For example, she was cooking food. We were playing a match. I was waiting for you. Here, Now to change an affirmative sentence into negative, we will add not with the helping verb. She was not cooking food. We were playing a match. I was not waiting for you. And to change it into interrogative, हेल्पिंग वर्ब को पहले लेकर आएंगे. Was she cooking food? Were we playing a match, etc. Now we will move to the third part of the past tense, which is past perfect tense. First, we will learn the rule. Subject plus had plus third form of verb and object. Now, जो काम आपने पास्ट कॉन्टिन्यूस में शुरू कर रहे थे या आपने वो काम अब ख़त्म कर देना है. जैसे कि मैं खाना बना चुकी थी. I had cooked the food. We had played a match. I had finished my homework. Now, to change it into negative, we will just add not after the helping verb had. I had not finished my homework. We had not played a match. I hope you would understand this now. And we are now moving to the fourth and the last part of past tense, which is past perfect continuous. First, we will learn the rule. Subject plus had been plus verbs first form ing and object. यहाँ पर और यहाँ पे सिर्फ एक ही डिफरेंस है कि हम यहाँ पर टाइम मेंशन करते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, मैं सुबह से खाना बना रही थी और मैं खाना बना रही थी. इन दोनों सेंटेंसेस में सिर्फ सुबह से का डिफरेंस है. इसलिए जहाँ पर हमने मैं सुबह से खाना बना रही थी वो पास्ट परफेक्ट कॉन्टिन्यूस है, और मैं खाना बना रही थी वो पास्ट कॉन्टिन्यूस है. सो आई हैड बीन कुकिंग food since morning. We had been waiting for the train from the last 2 hours. Clear? Now we are going to do the third part of the tenses, that is future tense. We will divide into 4 parts again. First is indefinite, then continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. First, we are going to do the future indefinite tense. हिंदी में कहें तो मैं स्कूल जाऊंगा, वह खाना बनाएगी. Clear? Now the rule: subject will or shall plus verbs first form and object. For example, she will cook the food. We will go out for dinner. I shall go to school. इसको नेगेटिव में चेंज करने के लिए आप क्या करेंगे? हेल्पिंग वर्ब शैल और विल के साथ नॉट लगा देंगे. आई विल नॉट और आई शैल नॉट go to school. They will not cook the food. And to change it into interrogative, just bring the helping verb before the noun. Shall I go to school? Will you cook the food? Etc. You can add not after the subject. Will he not read the book? Question mark. Clear? Now we will move to future continuous tense. दैट इज मैं खाना बना रही होंगी, वह खेलने जा रहा होगा। रूल इज subject plus will be or shall be, verbs first form plus ing and object. She will be cooking food. He will be going to school. To change it into negative, just add not after the helping verb. She will not be cooking food, and into interrogative, just bring the helping verb before the noun and pronoun. Will she be cooking food? क्या वह खाना बना रही होगी? Will he be going for the party? क्या वह पार्टी में जा रहा होगा, etc. Now the next is future perfect. वह खाना खा चुकी होगी, वह स्कूल जा चुका होगा is the example of future perfect tense. The rule is subject plus will have or shall have, third form of verb and object. She will have gone to school. I will have left for the office. Then change it into negative. We will add not after the helping verb. She will not have gone to the school, and into interrogative sentences we will say will she have gone to the school. I hope you have understood the whole concept. Now we are going to the last part, which is future perfect continuous tense. वह सुबह से आपका इंतज़ार कर रहा होगा, मैं सुबह से काम कर रही होंगी, वह 1951 से यहाँ रह रहे होंगे। Are some examples of future perfect continuous. The rule is subject plus will have been, shall have been, verbs first form plus ing and object. Here you will do he will have been living here since 1958. They will have been waiting for you since morning. Then you are going to do negative sentences, that is he will not have been waiting for you since morning, and then it changed into interrogative. You will do will he be waiting for me since morning. Clear? Now we have completed all the 3 type of tenses and their 4 subcategories. Now we are going to do all the things together with the help of a table, so you can understand the things better. First we have present tense, then past, and then future tense. Then we have four categories: indefinite, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. We will do it with some examples first. He goes to school. It is an example of present indefinite. He is going to school. Present continuous. He has gone to school. Present perfect. He has been going to school since 2001. Now the past. He went to school. He was going to school. He had gone to school. He had been going to school since 2001. Then he will go to school he will be going to school he will have gone to school he will have been going to school since 2001. Now let's revise the table. In present indefinite tense, we use subject plus verbs first form s and es and then object. In present continuous tense, we use subject is, am, are plus verbs first form and ing then object. In present perfect tense, we use has, subject, has or have plus third form of verb and then object. In present continuous tense, we use subject, has been or have been plus verbs first form and ing and then subject. Object. In past indefinite tense, we use subject, second form of verb and then object. In past continuous tense, we use subject, was or were plus verbs first form and ing and then object. In past perfect tense, subject had plus verbs third form and object. In past perfect continuous, we use subject, had been and verbs first form. In future indefinite tense, we use will plus verbs first form. In future continuous, we use will be plus verbs first form and ing. In future perfect tense, we use will have. And then in future perfect continuous, we use will have been. So this is all about the tenses of English language. I hope you would have liked this video, and for more information and videos, you can like our YouTube channel, that is Bank Exams Today.com. Please like our YouTube channel and keep supporting us. Thank you so much for watching this video. All the best.